You don't need more sets, you need smarter reps. Most people in the gym grind endlessly, chasing sweat instead of progress. They load up the bar, rush their reps, and call it discipline, but their bodies stopped listening long ago. The truth? 80% of lifters plateau not because they train too little, but because they train without awareness, no control, no structure, no recovery. They push harder, not smarter, leaking strength with every rep. Real gains come from precision, the small biomechanical fixes that tell your muscles, grow here. These aren't tricks, they're science-backed upgrades that separate the frustrated from the transformed. Once you understand them, you'll see it everywhere. The lifters who move with purpose, the ones who seem effortlessly strong. They're not superhuman, they just learned the secret. Progress isn't about doing more, it's about finally doing it right. You show up, push hard, eat clean, track every macro, and yet your body barely changes. Week after week, the numbers on the bar go up, but the reflection in the mirror doesn't. It's frustrating, right? That invisible wall where your strength stalls and your progress vanishes. You start questioning everything, your plan, your diet, even your genetics. But the problem isn't effort, it's signal. You're telling your body to survive the workout, not to grow from it. The just add weight mindset only works for so long before your system burns out. Micro tears pile up, your nervous system gets fried, and your muscles stop responding. You're training fatigue, not adaptation. Growth happens when the signal is clean, controlled tension, stable movement, quality recovery. Without that, every extra plate is just noise. So let's fix those 5 leaks, the ones silently stealing your progress. Fix 1. Tempo control, the hidden multiplier. You've probably been wasting half of every rep without realizing it. When you rush your movements, you're not training your muscles, you're training momentum. Think of it like fast food versus gourmet cooking. One's quick and empty, the other's slow, deliberate, and nourishing. Every rep you do has 2 sides, lowering the weight, the eccentric, and lifting it, the concentric. Most people focus only on the lift, but research shows muscle fibers fire harder and grow faster during the lowering phase, if you actually control it. Try this, a 3-1-1 tempo. 3 seconds down, 1 second pause, 1 second up. Feel the tension stretch, squeeze, and release. Suddenly, even half the weight feels twice as heavy, but in the best way possible. One study found that lifters who slowed their reps activated up to 40% more muscle fibers. You don't need new exercises. You need to make your current ones count. The difference is night and day, and you'll feel it from the first set. Fix 2. Scapular mechanics, the secret power transfer. Here's the hard truth. Your shoulder blades control everything. If your shoulders live in your ears, you're leaking strength. Every push, pull, and press starts from your scapula, your body's built-in power switch. Think of it as the foundation of your upper body. Try to build a house on shifting sand, and everything above collapses. The same thing happens when your shoulder blades are unstable. When you retract and depress them, pull down and back, you lock your body into a position of control. But that doesn't mean your shoulders should never move. The secret is knowing when to stabilize and when to glide. On pull-ups, start by setting them down and back to engage your lats. On push-ups, allow them to move slightly for natural motion, but never let them shrug upward. Once your scapula learns to move with intention, your strength skyrockets. Your bench feels smoother, your pull-ups tighter, and your posture instantly more powerful. Fix 3. Mobility and range, the flexibility multiplier. If your muscles can't move through their full range, they can't grow to their full potential. Think of your body like a rubber band. If it doesn't stretch, it won't store energy. Partial reps might stroke your ego, but they rob your muscles of the tension that triggers growth. When you unlock true mobility, every rep becomes an amplifier. Mobility isn't about touching your toes or holding a yoga pose. It's about owning every inch of your movement under load. Try active stretches, controlled lunges, deep squats, or loaded hangs where your joints move fluidly, not forced. Studies show that loaded stretching, moving muscles under tension through their full range, can significantly boost hypertrophy. The more your muscles lengthen under control, the more fibers they recruit. Imagine your chest in a deep stretch on a fly, or your quads fully extended in a split squat. That stretch is growth potential. Every degree of movement you reclaim adds another layer of strength, and it shows. Fix 4. Recovery and adaptation, the missing sixth workout. Here's the paradox of training. The harder you push, the more rest you need. But most lifters treat recovery like an optional luxury, not the foundation it actually is. Muscles don't grow when you train, they grow when you stop. Every rep you do sends a signal, a request for adaptation. But that signal only gets answered when you sleep, eat, and recover. If your rest day looks like caffeine, chaos, and scrolling through gym memes, that's not recovery, that's a sequel. Your body rebuilds itself through protein synthesis, which spikes during deep sleep. Growth hormone rises, cortisol drops, and your muscles literally patch and upgrade. Miss sleep, skip meals, or pile stress on top, and that system breaks down. You're lifting, but you're not evolving. So treat recovery as your sixth workout. Sleep 7 to 9 hours, eat protein every 3 to 4 hours. Move on rest days, but lightly. Recovery isn't doing nothing. It's doing what your body actually needs. And here's the kicker. Your competition is sleeping smarter. They're recovering like pros while you're still grinding like an amateur. Don't confuse exhaustion with effort. Real discipline is knowing when to rest. Fix 5. Grip and posture, the stability chain. Your grip is the handshake between your brain and your body. Every ounce of power you generate, from your legs to your core to your shoulders, has to pass through your hands. And if your grip is weak, that signal gets lost. The truth is, grip strength doesn't just make your lifts better. It rewires your entire kinetic chain. When you squeeze a bar tight, your nervous system lights up, stabilizing your shoulders, bracing your core, and aligning your posture. It's instant, full-body activation. That's why elite lifters crush the bar before every rep. They're not showing off, they're locking in. Try hanging holds, fat grips, or farmer's carries. You'll feel it. Your chest opens up, your spine straightens, your whole body wakes up. This isn't just about stronger hands, it's about stronger control. Small hinges move big doors, and grip is that hinge. Build it, and suddenly every movement feels more stable, more connected, more powerful. Train smarter, not harder, and every rep becomes a signal your body can't ignore. Welcome to Flex Harbor, where strength is decoded.